Wonders of Stories. From the Holy Quran and Sunnah. The Jar of Gold. The jar of gold. The condition of a generous man changed. He was forced to sell his big house and the beautiful garden inside it in order to pay back his debt. He told his daughter that the buyer would come soon. So, the daughter went into the garden in sorrow to see it for the last time. The buyer and his young son came to see the house. And they both loved the house and the garden. The buyer gave the owner of the house the agreed amount. At the same time, the young man admired the daughter of the owner of the house and wished her as a wife. Few days later, the young man wanted to clean the garden and replow it in order to plant some trees in it. While he was working, he found a jar buried in the ground. He called on his father to see the jar. He was surprised when he saw the gold inside it. The father said to his son, "This jar belongs to the owner who sold the house to us." When they both went to the seller, he refused to take the jar because he sold the house with all its contents. The seller and the buyer decided to go to the judge. The seller and his daughter, as well as the buyer and his son, went to the judge, who wondered of the position of the two men and said to them, "I have never seen two honest men like you in my life." Then, he asked them, "Do you have children?" The seller replied that he had a daughter, and the buyer replied that he had a son. The judge said, the boy would marry the girl, and the gold would be spent on them. The two men liked the judgment of the judge, and agreed on the marriage.